Alright guys, so this is Editor Scott, and I wanted to mention one thing before we get into the actual video. I was using the product incorrectly at the start of the video, and then later in the video I use it correctly. I go into more details in the video, but I just wanted to point that out at the beginning that yes, I do know that I was using it incorrectly, but then I fixed myself. So I just want to point that out so you know that I'm aware of that. But here is the actual unboxing and trying out of the Air Up product. Alright guys, so we're testing another product. This is the Air Up, the infamous water bottle. I know other people have talked about this on YouTube, but basically what this is, if you don't know, I'm going to be making a main channel video. This is just going to be the taste test of the bottle. So if you want to skip, I'll put where on the screen to start at. But this is a water bottle that has a scent kind of. It's like a scent. I don't know how to describe it. It's like a little scent product that goes in the bottle. It doesn't flavor the water. It's basically like an air freshener that goes right by your nose, so that it kind of like tricks you into think that you're drinking flavored water, when in reality the water is not flavored at all. It just has like this scent device right by your nose, right? That's the Air Up, infamous. Other people have talked about it. I think, let's see what it says on their website about how to describe this. Flavor from thin air, that's how they say, right? Through the power of your own brain, you can turn plain old water into different flavors through scent alone, right? So like I said, the water has no flavor. It's just these scent packages. I ordered one of the I think the Playful bundle is what I ordered, which comes with some scent bundles and the water bottle. It cost me $50. Very expensive for a water bottle and some air fresheners, basically. Now, I also ordered a product that's new. I haven't seen anyone else talk about this. They also have a new product. Oh, I'll have to get a cup. They have something called the Air Up straw. So it's a straw with the same scented device in the straw instead of a bottle, right? So that's their new gimmick. You don't have to buy a bottle. You can just buy the straw. That was $19. So 50, I think it was like 75, or maybe like 80 plus taxes and everything. So that's what's going to be in here. We'll try it out. I'll have to take a break and go get a cup because I forgot to get a cup for the straw. Forgot I bought that. But we'll try the water bottle first. Alright, so bring myself up on screen. There we go, right there. Drink new. Ooh, how exciting! And then it has all the little flavor packages. Air Up watermelon, wild berry, fun faves. This is a flavor pod variety pack. Cola, watermelon, wild berry. All right, and then we have another variety pack. And then we have the straw. That's everything in the box right there. So this is the straw right here. We'll go over this later, but let's go over the Air Up, my fantastic Air Up product right here. One Air Up bottle holds, I think, 1.37 pints, I guess. Think new, drink new. So it shows on the screen. It's probably not going to show up too well. I'll take a picture of it. Basically, it talks about how there's a scent, and it tells your brain that there's a flavor because you're getting the scent in, but there's no actual flavor to the water. When you sip water from your Air Up bottle, you simultaneously take in a small amount of air that passes through the flavor pod. The flavored air travels from your mouth up to your olfactory center where it's perceived as flavor. Bam! Plain water just got a whole lot tastier. All without sugar, calories, or additives, right? Flavor just by scent. Fill with water, activate flavor pod. Taste the magic and repeat until fully hydrated. All right, so let's open this up. Bam. Product overview. Quick start. User manual. I don't need to read a user manual. What's wrong with you? All right, so it's the product right here. The Air Up. They didn't really have any cool blue colors, but you know, orange, whatever. I'll give it a shot. So this is the cap. This is the product. And then you take one of these flavor packages Those are the flavor pods right there. And I guess you put this in here somehow. Maybe I will have to read the instructions because I don't know how this goes on. See, I guess you just put it on top. Yeah, I guess you just put it on top. But you're supposed to fill it up with water first, so I guess we'll put some water in there. How did I... All right. Some water in there. Okay. And then you just put that back in there like so. And then I think you just, based on the instructions, you just put the little flavor pod. Wow, that is a strong scent. I think this is watermelon, right? Yes, this is watermelon flavor right here. So this side down. Okay, so I guess you just put it on here, like so. That's how it works. Yeah, I guess that's how it works. You just so you just put this little scent pod. So it's like it's like an air freshener that you put right next to your nose, and so that's supposed to trick your brain into thinking that you're drinking like watermelon flavored water. But yeah, this is the first one. I guess we'll try the watermelon pack and see how it tastes. I guess you don't have to lean it forward. You can suck. That was stupid of me. But that doesn't work at all. That is really stupid. That is really stupid. That is so I can when I drink it, I can clearly smell the watermelon, but it's not tricking my mind into thinking that the water is watermelon flavored. It doesn't work at all. All right, guys, so we're going to do the taste test now. Now, as you can see, the products are open. I'm going to be working two different videos together because initially I actually screwed up the review and I wasn't doing it correctly. So I had to refilm my actual portion of reacting to the actual flavors because I want to give an honest review. And I'll show you what I did wrong. That's why everything is open, right? When you put the bottle on, let me put more water on. So this is the straw, right? I'll put more water in the thing because I'm almost out. But this is the actual bottle right here. And when you do the product, so this is the wild berry, this is watermelon, this is cola. I got 3 different flavors. And what you do is you put the little scent package on the product right here. Now what's really interesting, I'll show a picture on the screen. On the back of the straw, there is an air hole. And the air hole lines up directly with an air hole that is on the pod. I'll take a picture of the hole on the pod as well. So there's a hole, and what happens is when you put the product on here, if you push it all the way down, the air hole of the straw does not line up with the air hole of the scent package. So it does not work at all. And initially that's how I screwed up. When I first did the review, I pushed it all the way down. And so it doesn't work. You get the scent in your nose, but it doesn't make the water seem like it's flavored at all. So you actually have to pull up on the scent package like that. So you just move it a little tiny bit, but then the hole on the scent package lines up with the actual straw, right? So I have never tested it like this. This is how you're supposed to do it. So this will be my real reaction. When you push it down, it doesn't work at all. I was like, this is absolutely a scam. But I will try it like this. First time trying it correctly. So this is the wild berry flavor. Let's give it a shot. That is disgusting. One thing I will say, because there is a hole in the straw, it creates like air bubbles, which is part of the effect of why it seems like it's scented when it's not actually scented, but there's these air bubbles that get introduced into the straw because there's a hole in it, right? And so the scent passes like into the air bubbles, and it tricks your brain into thinking that you're drinking flavored water. But when you're drinking it, like you can like hear the air bubbles. It kind of makes it seem like the straw is not working correctly, but that's how it's designed to be. But it's not good. The wild berry is not good. What's weird is, pulled the whole thing off. What the heck? All right. What's weird is the scent packages, they don't smell that bad when you just smell them. When you just sniff them, it kind of smells like a Jolly Rancher, to be honest with you. But when it actually tricks your brain into thinking that it's flavored water, it's not good at all. It's not a good flavor. So this is the wild berry. This one's the watermelon. Let's give the watermelon a taste. Remember, you don't want to push it. You push it all the way down, it's not going to work. The holes have to align with the back of the scent package and the straw. So let's give it a shot. Watermelon. That's not good. It does work. It does trick your brain into thinking that you're drinking flavored water, but it's not good water. I mean, it's not good flavored water. I don't know. Air fresheners, like if you have like an air freshener in your car, some people really like it, some people don't, but it has a unique smell to it that you don't really want to taste, if that makes sense to people. Like for me personally, I have like a pina colada air freshener in my car, right? I like the smell of it in my car. I think it smells really good. I don't want to eat the air freshener. That would taste disgusting. Like smell and taste are two different things, right? This works as an air freshener. Smelling it, it's not bad. I don't want to drink it. That's a 2. The watermelon's not good. This is the straw. The other product, we'll try this in just a minute. I'll get into that. But this is the cola flavor. I got 3 flavors: watermelon, wild berry, and cola. Let's give the cola flavor a try. Again, push it all the way down, pull it up to align it correctly. Let's give it a shot. Oh, wow. That is disgusting. That is vile. That is vile. That is nasty. This one, of all the 3, this one smells the worst. Like it's not even a good cola scent, right? It doesn't smell like cola. I don't know how to describe it. It doesn't smell like it smells like a rotten. I don't know. It smells like a cola that's gone bad and like started to rot. And when you taste it, it is atrociously bad. Oh, wow. That is revolting. That is absolutely revolting. I can live with the smell. The taste of this is atrocious. This right here. If they gave this to war criminals in Guantanamo Bay, it would be a war crime. People would go to jail if they forced people to have this this disgusting product. That is revoltingly bad. Cola is revoltingly bad. Now let's try the product, the straw. This is their new version. The Air Up bottle has been around for a long time. This is basically just without the bottle. You're getting a straw that you can put in cups, right? Now what's interesting about this product, I actually tried this and I did it correctly because the bottle, you have to push up in order to work correctly. If you don't do that, it doesn't work. The straw doesn't have that problem. It just goes on and then it just fits perfectly over. There's a hole in the back of the straw just like the other one. So this one doesn't have the problem, right? This one, like anyone can get this right. You just put it on blop, right? If you don't read the instructions on the Air Up, you'll do it incorrectly and you'll push it down all the way and you won't get the flavor, right? But you don't have that problem with the straw. So the straw is a better designed product in my opinion, but we'll give it a try. We're trying the cola, the brown, the cola flavor first, the revolting war crime flavor cola. Oh, wow. This one tricks your brain better than this one. I don't know what it is. I think it's because it's like farther away. Because this one, when you drink it, the air freshener is like right next to your nose, right? This one, when you drink it, the air freshener is like farther away from your nose. And I think it works better that way. I think it works better. Like on a, again, it doesn't taste good. The cola is revoltingly bad. But it works better into tricking your brain into thinking that you're trying a flavored water. Because it's farther away. Like this, it's right next to your nose, so your brain is kind of like, hey, I can smell it. It's right here. But it's also like in the bubbles, right? And this one, it's like farther away, so you don't really smell it. If you're just like trying to sniff it, you don't really smell it because it's like farther away from your nose. So it works better. I feel like the straw works better into tricking your mind into thinking that you're drinking flavored water. It's the same concept. It has the hole in the back that lines up with the hole on the container. So it creates air bubbles in the straw. The straw itself does not work very well because there's a hole in it. So it's creating a bunch of air bubbles. It doesn't have a perfect suction. But it does trick your brain into thinking that you're drinking flavored water. The flavors are revolting so far. I haven't tried the other two on this one, but that is bad. Dude, that is atrociously bad. I don't know who at the headquarters came up with this flavor and thought this was, hey, people love that. People love having a revolting cola flavor, drinking that. Again, I don't understand. This product is terrible. I don't understand why anyone thought that people wanted to drink air fresheners, because that's basically what you're doing. These are air fresheners. You put it creates the air bubbles because it doesn't have a perfect suction. And then your body, because the air bubbles, you're ingesting them with the water, your body thinks that you're drinking flavored water. Again, the actual concept behind it is kind of cool. The air pods are disgusting. All right, let's try watermelon on the straw. Get another shot. Yeah, okay. The straw definitely works better than this. Again, I don't know why. I think it's probably because it's farther away. That's my idea of why the straw works better. Because this is right up against your nose. This one's farther away. You can't even really smell it because it's like far. You're not putting it up against your nose, right? So it's like farther away. You don't really smell it. So you first get the scent when you drink it, right? This works. The straw works better. So if you really want to try the product, recommend the straw over the actual Air Up bottle. But with that being said, so far the flavors are revoltingly bad. So this is bad. The cola. This is a war crime. Sorry, I'm trying not to sneeze here. Excuse me. Sorry about that. I sneezed. This is a war crime. This cola flavor is revolting. Don't ever get that. I mean, unless you hate yourself, then definitely get the cola flavor. That's revolting. This is cola is a negative 100 out of 10. Absolutely atrocious. I never want that scent in my mind ever again. The watermelon is also really bad, but if the cola didn't exist and I just tried the watermelon, I'd probably give this like a 1, right? But comparing it to the cola, it's infinitely better. Not good, but infinitely better than the cola. So I'll give it a 2. I'll give it a 2. Where is the wild berry? Where's wild berry? Oh, here we go. Wild berry. All right. So this is the wild berry. Again, they're open because I tried it before without doing it correctly on the product. But this is the wild berry on the straw. Let's give it a shot. Okay, the wild berry is the least revolting. None of these are good. This I'll give a 3. I'll give the wild berry a 3. And I'm not trying to be mean just because I don't like this product or something like that. Legitimately, this is a really bad idea for a product. These smell, and when you taste them, they taste like air fresheners. You do not want to eat or digest air fresheners. They're good as like a scent. When you actually smell them, they're not bad. Like I don't mind this. I don't mind the scent at all. The cola's the worst one, but even just smelling it, it's just like whatever. Doesn't bother me. But when you drink it, it's revoltingly bad. Revoltingly. I don't know who came up with... I'm at a loss for whoever designed this. Did I try all the flavors? Let me actually test the website. I think I got all the flavors, right? Is that all the flavors they got? All right, so apparently they have 2 other flavors I didn't get, unfortunately. They have cherry cola, which if it tastes anything like the original cola is disgusting. And then they have peach. I didn't try peach. So to be fair, I have not tried all of the flavors. Oh, they also have lemon, which apparently you can only get in the Flavor Fiesta Variety Pack. I didn't get that. Sorry. So I just tried the wild berry, watermelon, and cola. I got the variety pack, right? All of these flavors are revoltingly bad. The cola is the worst. This is a war crime right here. Well, I'm not going to drink that anymore. But the cola, this is not a good product. I don't understand. Legitimately, I don't understand the concept behind this product. You are to break it down into the easiest form. You are drinking an air freshener. Now, I would assume most people watching, that does not sound appetizing to most people. Maybe there's some people like, oh, I'd love to try that. If you're someone that's always wanting to taste an air freshener, give Air Up a try. Go for it. But for me personally, $50 for a product with these disgusting packages, air fresheners that make you feel like you're tasting air fresheners. This is nasty, bro. This is a disgusting product. Air Up. Do not recommend. 0 out of 10. Now, one thing I want to try out is the other person. I've seen other people make videos about this, and apparently if you hold it upside down, it leaks. I've seen that in another video. Mine isn't leaking. So either, I don't know, the other guy's lying, or maybe they fixed that since the other guy's video, which was a while ago. But mine does not leak when you hold it upside down or to the side or anything like that. It doesn't leak. So I will give it that. The bottle does not leak. Would I ever recommend this product? Absolutely not. This is disgusting. The actual straw, in my opinion, works better than the Air Up because the device, the little package, is farther away from your nose, so you don't actually smell it when you're drinking. You only get the scent when it comes up through the straw with the air bubbles and everything. So if you want to try a product, this one works better. But the actual 3 different flavors that I tried are all disgusting. Do not recommend. So there you go. There's the Air Up. Again, sorry about that little screw up. I didn't correctly test the Air Up, so obviously I had to redo it because I wanted to give it a fair review. But there's the Air Up test product. Don't like it at all. Do not recommend. I'll give this product a 0 out of 10. Don't try it.